Hello everybody, what's going on? This is Word here, and I'm going to be casting my first Heart of the Swarm game. I've played it plenty, haven't casted any though, and this is going to be TVT. It's going to be NHK, who is the blue Terran here, and he's going to be versing Pasildan, going up against however you want to say it. Pasildan is our red Terran player, playing under an ID that I am not able to pronounce, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it alone. It is Pasildan, maybe Dan for short, versus NHK, a TVT, and a map I don't know the name of. I play it, but I don't read the stuff. But this should be cool. TVT, Heart of the Swarm. Let's see what happens. I honestly, I'm not even sure how to approach it. I know that currently, with like the new patch, TVT Reapers have been favored quite a bit because they are obviously very strong. If you're not familiar with the new patch, Reapers, they boosted their move speed, and of course they have those combat drugs which regenerate, much like Protoss Shield. Stay out of battle for a little bit, and you get a high regeneration rate. So that is pretty cool. So we're going to see both these guys opening pretty normally. Before anything crazy happens, just want to let you guys know I am moving to a new channel, and it's very important that you go on and sub there because, of course, that is where the new content is going to be. I'm only going to be uploading content to Wordcast for a little bit. The new channel is Wordcast SC2. So make sure to hop over there and subscribe. I'm moving to a new channel because I'm in the process of getting partnered, and I have monetization disabled on this channel. So I need a new channel in order to do it, and the benefits of that, of course, are I'm going to be able to customize my channel, which is going to be very nice. I'll be able to make it look nice and pretty. I'll have info on there, all that. I'm really hoping to make it a next level channel sort of thing. So please make sure to go over there and subscribe, guys, to help me speed up the process, and of course, because I don't want you to miss out on anything that I might be putting up, because I promise it is all going to be very good. So that is that. YouTube.com/WordcastSC2. Make sure to hop over there and subscribe. And why don't we see what's going on with this game? It is a gas opening for both of these players, and I'm really feeling Reaper. I mean, I have a lot of fun at the Reaper when I play, so I'm sure these guys do too. Just want to point out, I don't think Heart of the Swarm is optimized as much as Wings of Liberty is graphically. So when I cast or play Wings of Liberty on Ultra or Extreme or whatever, I am fine. I am getting tons of frames. But Heart of the Swarm, I want to bring you good quality, so I'm doing it on Ultra here, but it doesn't seem like it's particularly optimized, so I might get little stutters here and there, and I apologize. There's really nothing I can do. It's just kind of the way the expansion is working right now. So hopefully that'll be fixed up by the time they release. But right now, we can just focus on the game. You know, if we get a little blip every now and then, we'll just tighten our shoelaces and carry on. Just going to pick off the SCV here. We're going to see a factory opening here from NHK, and as well, we're seeing that from Pasildan. So, of course, when you think Heart of the Swarm, when you're thinking factory, you have to consider Widow Mines and Hellbats. Those are the new Terran units. And some of the other new stuff, I mean, Terran got hugely buffed in this new patch. I actually don't remember everything. I know Medivacs have the ability for a speed boost on cooldown. It's kind of like Blink, only it's not like Blink. It ups your movement speed, kind of like what they were originally going to give to the battlecruiser. And we see he's building a reactor here on the barracks, so he might be switching this over to possibly produce Hellions or maybe even produce Hellbats. I don't think Hellbats require an armory anymore. Man, there's just a lot of information for me to absorb about this new game. And we are going to see Starport coming out here from NHK. Both of these guys have not expanded yet. They're just going for those gas openings. He is going to switch that out, and let's see what he produces. And why don't we double check exactly what you need? Okay, you do require the army for the Hellbat, so he is going to be going for Hellions. But what they did get rid of is the upgrade for Hellbat transformation. Now they come default with the ability to transform back and forth into Hellions. And of course, once you have that armory, Hellions can transform into Hellbats. So that's the way that works. We are going to see him expanding off of this. So it looks a little bit like a classic TVZ build, only of course in this case it is not TVZ. It is TVT, and we're seeing the new metagame unfold before our very eyes. And Pasildan's a very good player. I don't know anything about NHK, but Pasildan is a very good player in Wings of Liberty. I've casted quite a few of his games, and he is always very good. I think he actually plays Protoss in those games, though. You know what? No, I think he does play Terran. I forget, even though I've casted him a bunch of times. Pasildan, what do you play? I'm thinking... Okay, my gut says Protoss, but that might just be because I think everybody plays Protoss, because I play Protoss. He's going to come up the ramp here. Very good snipe. Oh, those graphics. Oh, my God. Very good snipe there from NHK. But we have a couple more Hellions coming up here for Pasildan the Mandan. Meanwhile, we do have a Banshee on the way, as well as Cloak for NHK. So that's more of a classic Terran opening. A lot of the times you've been seeing Cloakless Banshee lately. But we also have Widow Mines out here for NHK, so he's going to be pretty well defended against these Hellions. Now, it looks like we have Widow Mines on the way here for Pasildan as well, and he's rallied them forward, so he's prepared to be offensive with these Widow Mines. So, okay, like, oh, you're going to come out to try to expand. I'm going to plant a Widow Mine right there and make sure that you don't do that for free. Now we're going to have the Banshee coming along here. The Widow Mines are actually going to see it, and if the Banshee could snipe a Widow Mine, that would be pretty good. It's going to get 1, 2, 3 shots off. One more. Yeah, Widow Mine gets taken down. Very nice reaction time there by NHK, allowing him to get a free Widow Mine kill. Just a refresher, Widow Mines do cost 75.25, which isn't too much, but nobody likes to lose a unit for free. And now we are going to come in here and see what sort of stuff we can do with this Banshee. Currently 3 SCV lead for NHK. The Hellion aggression has been stymied, and now this Banshee is going to start working on the SCV, but I don't believe Widow Mines attack cloaked units anymore. I believe that was in the patch as well, and yeah, the Widow Mine is not attacking this Banshee, and Pasildan maybe forgot that. He's going to need to drop a scan if he wants to catch it. Widow Mine does... How much damage does Widow Mine do? I thought it was something like 140, which may be enough to one-shot a Banshee. Hello, dog. My dog is here. I don't know if you heard him shake his head, but he's here. Maybe he'll be leaving, I'm not sure. And it looks like the Viking might be able to take out this Banshee. Oh, no. Looks like it was one volley away from going down. Meanwhile, NHK's command center has finished, and he will be moving down to expand. So what do we have on the way here? We have a Raven on the way for Pasildan. I'm not sure if actually anything changed with the Raven. I know something changed with the Raven and Wings of Liberty, which is that Seeker Missile no longer requires research. And you can see here that Seeker Missile is no longer here. Oh, yeah, they buffed Caduceus Reactor. That is what else they did. And I'm talking a lot, but that's because I have a lot of information to convey. Now, these Hellions are just going to be sitting over here waiting for the moment they can move in. NHK is going to retreat, but we have a second Banshee going to make its way here. And oh, the Widow Mine could get it! No, the range is a little bit short, but it does get the vision. And Pasildan is going to start working on it. Of course, the Banshee does have Cloak, so he's going to need to hang out a little bit. Can we take a look at this Raven? Nothing special about it. Looks like he did just get it to help deal with the Banshees, but of course, it's also good to have in your arsenal, considering that Seeker Missile is a default ability of his now. Now, it looks like the total amount of workers killed is 7 for NHK. Very nice. Going to heal this Banshee up at home, but that one is going to be taken down by the Viking and the Raven. This Viking nabbing himself. Nice, cool kill on that Banshee. And the command center has landed for him as well. So both these players are able to be offensive and defensive at the same time with the use of these Widow Mines. We see we've got 4 Widow Mines for Pasildan, only 1 for NHK. Where is that little bugger there? Pretty hard to spot. There he is, just buried underneath everything else. We are going to see a couple Widow Mines going across the map here, hopefully to catch an army mid-transit. I mean, with Widow Mines on the field, you pretty much need a Raven. It's like having to worry about Baneling bombs all the time, but a Widow Mine you can get as fast as you can get a Hellion. So you're really not going to want to move out to something like that. The damage it does is quite good. 160 damage and 40 splash damage. There we go. So it would be enough to kill a Banshee. One shot, in fact. We are going to have a few Hellions here. Widow Mine not in range to defend against them, but NHK is in range to deny it himself. What he could do is plant this Widow Mine, lure the units back. Oh, there's so many good strategies that could be happening. We're going to see the Banshee coming around the south, and Blue Flame on the way for NHK as well. And oh my god, if you click something, you go to where it is. Oh my god, awesome. Look at this. Look at me navigate right now. Anyway, it looks like the Hellions of... what's his name? Pasildan have been picked off. Not doing any damage there. He is planning a Widow Mine here at this expansion, though. And that could make some Widows out of some unlucky SCVs. Now, how is this Banshee doing? Looks like he has been scared away by the Viking and Raven. I got so excited about this. Hey, there's the armory, guys. I found it. That I just, like, completely didn't watch that happen. But we did see the results, and that's what's good. So both the guys are sitting up. Let's see what the armies are composed of. We do have a Raven here for Pasildan, and I really think that NHK is going to be missing one if he decides to move on the field. We see Pasildan has Widow Mines planted in several key locations, and I can ping these locations. Bam, bam, bam. Those are Widow Mines, folks, and they are very dangerous. Now, we're seeing a mech army out of NHK. Same thing for Pasildan. He's going a little bit heavier on tanks, it looks like, though. Producing 2 at a time, whereas NHK, no, NHK is also producing 2 at a time, so it's going to be Hellion Tank Viking, which is probably one of the stronger compositions. Obviously, it can pretty much deny everything. You really do have to worry about these Widow Mines, though. Oh, there it goes. Hellion taking a beating. Taking some good splash damage as well. So he's going to scan, get rid of that. And honestly, I guess Widow Mines aren't particularly good against mech. I mean, they're much better against groups of Zerglings and stuff because the splash damage will kill Zerglings, but really you're going to kill one unit. Hellions are pretty squishy, though. And, oh, wow, there actually is no armor for NHK, so he's not able to make Hellbats, but we are going to see the damage incoming now. Good tank positioning here for Pasildan. Going to be able to deny quite a bit of entry into his natural, but the Blue Flame Hellions are starting to work on the SCV. He's gotten a couple of kills so far, not too many. Just going to try to do what he can. If he tries to sneak out again, he might get blasted by that tank, so he wants to get rid of the supply depot. And, oh, the SCV is starting to get clustered. Do we have Blue Flame for Pasildan? No, we don't. Oh, the SCV is taking huge damage. It looks like 8 workers have gone down now for Pasildan. And this contain is getting set up pretty hard by NHK. He's not taking a third behind it, though, is he? We do have a third command center for Pasildan, but no third for NHK. More damage going to be going down. The Raven is out and about, so it can launch a Seeker missile, but oh, if he loses that Raven, that's pretty valuable. And there's actually no anti-air here, so NHK is going to have to back off. He can't get the vision for his tanks. And that's why Vikings are so important in TVT when it's tank versus tank. They provide that vision, and if you have enough of them, you can get rid of your opponent's vision as well. Do it. Do some auto turrets. Do some Seeker missiles. I want to see it so bad. I know it wouldn't be the best idea, but there we go. Auto turrets going down. Tanks are going to siege up here. And is NHK going to have enough? No. Pasildan breaks that very nicely. Units lost tab showing it very much in the Red Terran's favor. And if NHK wants to bring this back, he's going to have some good damage go down, but he really doesn't have much left. 8 Hellions, 3 tanks, and all of those are back at home. He's coming back out again. Looks like Widow Mine didn't deal much splash damage, just to this one here. Looks like it did manage to take out one of the units there. I believe it was a Hellion. Too much stuff going on, man. Widow Mines, armies, all this stuff. It's going to take a lot of practice before I'm used to Heart of the Swarm, but that is exactly what I'm doing right now. Practicing, practicing, practicing to bring you a better cast. And we have a third going down here for NHK. Mech Army in full swing. Producing more Widow Mines now is Pasildan. We don't see the same here from NHK. He really only made the one. Hasn't made any more. I mean, if I were him, I love making Widow Mines. I would make those all day, every day. I mean, they're only 1 supply. They are just so useful. I'm pretty sure. Actually, they could be 2. They're 2 supply. Never mind. If they were 1 supply, that would be absolutely bonkers. They are not 1 supply. And I just want to point out again how much I love this Raven choice here for Pasildan. Doesn't have to worry about the Widow Mines at all. You know what? Maybe that's why NHK isn't making them. He is making a tactical decision. He's seen that Raven. He knows Widow Mines are going to be next to useless in an offensive position, or even trying to be sneaky, hiding them around the map because of his opponent's Raven. So he's not going to worry about it. Looks like this Widow Mine is going to get cleaned up. Are Widow Mines light? They should be light, right? They are light, so Hellions do pretty well against them, I guess. I mean, anything does pretty well against an unarmed Widow Mine. And oh, there's a hole in the wall, which means there are going to be some dead SCVs coming in here. The Blue Flame upgrade really proving advantageous. Oh, all the SCVs get lined up. 31 workers killed, 62 SCVs to 40 in favor of NHK, and that is the sort of damage he needs to do. He's actually got a huge supply lead now, although that's pretty much entirely in workers. It won't start to be that way, though, once the income starts coming into effect here. We do have to consider the fact that Pasildan has been mining off of 3 bases longer, but NHK is going to be hopping up to 4, and he has quite a few more SCVs. And Pasildan is going to have to be a little bit more defensive, make some Widow Mines, and now he's going to complete that wall, because that is a facepalm moment if I ever saw one. Oh yeah, I'm totally safe from these Hellions. 31 workers killed. Ouch. Upgrades for these players. Looks like nothing quite yet for our blue player NHK. Pasildan has level 2 weapons on the way, and we don't have anything. This is the armory right now? That is the latest armory I have ever seen. That's not actually true, but it's pretty late for what I've been seeing lately. So obviously his upgrades are going to be at a severe disadvantage to his opponents.